My brothers and sisters, you are now watching The Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video. Wake up, my brother! Are the VGX Awards over? That was me during freaking 10 minutes into the show. I was dozing off, but the VGX Awards were last night. What a show. What a show. The VGX Awards were last night. If you did not see it, you really did not miss out on too much at all. I kind of envy you if you didn't watch it because you didn't waste your time like a lot of us did. It was a 3-hour show. Had no commercials because it wasn't on TV, to which now I see why. It wasn't on TV, because if that show was on TV, Lord have mercy. It was that bad. So it was only live streamed, and it was a 3-hour show. No commercials, all about games. You would think it would be somewhat decent. You know, the VGAs are never amazing, but now when you look at the previous VGA Awards compared to how it was yesterday, you're like, oh my god, that joke was amazing, because last night was literally that bad. And so the games that won in the certain, you know, categories, they have Best Action Adventure Game went to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Hip hip hooray. Best Sports Games went to NBA 2K14. Not surprised at all. Best Shooter went to that Call of Duty Ghosts. No. if they said Best Shooter, Call of Duty, I just would have, I would have got up and left. I'm done. But no, Best Shooter went to BioShock Infinite. Okay, so Studio of the Year went to greatness known as Naughty Dog, because if they went out of this award show without winning anything, I would have been like, really? It's because Game of the Year went to Grand Theft Auto 5. Not really shocked at all. I was kind of disappointed because we all know a brother wanted to win, you know, but it didn't win. The Last of Us did not win. Grand Theft Auto 5 won, but it's more popular. It made way more money than The Last of Us, made way more sales. So I really wasn't shocked. I was just disappointed at it. But Grand Theft Auto 5 won Game of the Year. It was still a good game. The single player for Grand Theft Auto 5 is Game of the Year alone. So yeah, I wasn't, you know, shocked by it. I was just disappointed. And that was really all the worthy things to mention for the games that, you know, won something. Moving into the stuff that actually took place during this event. Telltale Games is working on a lot of stuff. Okay, you got Telltale season 2 of The Walking Dead coming. I think it drops on December 17th. The second season. They're still working on The Wolf Among Us, which is, in my opinion, I can't wait for episode 2, because episode 1, that joint was amazing. So you got Telltale's The Walking Dead, Telltale's The Wolf Among Us, and then they announced Telltale's a Game of Thrones game. I'm very interested to see how that ends up being. And Telltale's is working on a Borderlands series. I was really shocked by that, because, you know, Borderlands, it's an FPS where you're always shooting, and Telltale Games, you know, as far as the gameplay, is not like that. You know, you can always count on Telltale to have, you know, a great storyline, but as far as the gameplay, how are they going to do Game of Thrones, and especially Borderlands? It was like, how are they going to do that? But as far as the story goes, I'm not concerned at all, because Telltale's, as far as I'm concerned, they're one of the best developers out there when it comes to making a great story. So, but yeah, so you can expect a Game of Thrones game coming from Telltale Games, and a Borderlands game, which is interesting, you know. So got a lot of stuff coming from Telltale Games next year. Okay, then Tomb Raider coming to PS4 and Xbox One. It's called Tomb Raider: The Definitive Edition. And before you PC elitists come crawling out of your hole saying, "Well, actually, the definitive version of Tomb Raider is on that PC," thank you very much. Shut up. Okay. It's called Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, and it's the next gen version coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Me personally, I'm not getting it because I beat Tomb Raider on PS3, and I will be damned if I buy Tomb Raider again for $60 for just a graphical upgrade. So I'm not buying it. But if you did not buy Tomb Raider and you know you have a PS4 or Xbox One, I'd recommend you buy this game, because Tomb Raider, it was a great game. It didn't have the best storyline in my opinion. The multiplayer was terrible, but the gameplay was extremely fun. So Tomb Raider, I definitely recommend to check out the game if you did not get the game on PS3 or 360 last gen. So expect Tomb Raider, the definitive version, coming to PS4 and that Xbox One. Okay, now we get to the Reginator. The Reginator, dude. Nintendo, you bastard. I can't. Nintendo, you bastards. That is all I... If you remember, before the VGX Awards started, pretty much one of the things that a lot of people were talking about is, what is Nintendo's big announcement going to be? You know, people were saying, is it going to be a new IP? Is it going to be Zelda, a new Zelda game coming to the Wii U? Could it be more news about the upcoming Super Smash Brothers? Could it be a new Star Fox coming? Could it be a new Metroid Prime coming? Could it be a freaking F-Zero? Something, you know, something. I even said in my predictions video, maybe by a long shot, a GameCube 2, you know, and you know, people were, you know, speculating, what does Nintendo have in store for us? I cannot wait for the VGX Awards. Well, we seen it. We seen it. The Reginator, aka Reggie Fils-Aimé, whatever you want to call him, Reggie, the Reginator, my body is ready, whatever. He came on, and when that happened, I'm like, oh, okay, so right now we're about to see like a half an hour, maybe to 45 minutes of just straight up Nintendo content. And they started off showing Donkey Kong Tropical Punch or Freeze, whatever, you know, and they started off showing some gameplay. I'm like, okay, that's cool. What's next? And so I'm expecting something else to happen, but Jeff Keighley, he was interviewing Reggie, and you know, he was like saying, Reggie, I know you're mad because something that you did not want to get leaked out there actually happened. And then Reggie, the troll Reggie was like, yes, I mean, we did not want it to happen. We tried to keep this from our fans out there because because we knew that if they got a hold of this news, that it would just go viral, Jeff, you know. So yes, it's been, you know, it's been a long time coming, and we are just so proud to announce that our huge announcement is Cranky Kong being a playable character in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Thank you very much. And left. I'm like, no, I was in denial for like a good 5 minutes until they actually moved on from Nintendo. I'm like, that was it? That was their big announcement? A gorilla named Cranky Kong with a freaking stick as a crane as a playable character in Donkey Kong Tropical Kool-Aid is your big announcement? Cranky Kong. Cranky Kong, dude. Listen, man, let's put all the fanboyism to aside for a second, okay? Whether you're a PlayStation fanboy, a Xbox fanboy, a Nintendo fanboy, right now I'm just talking to Nintendo fanboy stuff. I know people that have been defending the Wii U since this junk release. It's been out for over a year now. And you know, the Wii U, let's be honest, the struggle is so real right now for the Wii U. The Wii U is dying of thirst right now for games. And I'll be the first to tell you, next year, the Wii U does have a good game line upcoming, but the PS4 and Xbox One is pretty much taking all the attention from the Wii U. I mean, really, even with the PS3 and Xbox 360, the PS3 and Xbox 360 were getting more attention than the Wii U, so you can expect the PS4 and Xbox One to even take more attention away from the Wii U. So the Wii U really, as far as the majority of gamers out there, is not even being talked about right now. It is that irrelevant, right? Some people think that the Wii U is still an accessory to the Wii. The Wii U is struggling, okay? Let's just be real right now, okay? And yes, it has picked up in sales with the Super Mario 3D World, but it's still struggling, okay? And people saying that Nintendo might end up being like Sega. That's not going to happen because Nintendo, they got the handheld market on lock and they got a lot of money. Nintendo, they're never going to fade away. But what I can tell you is this: if Nintendo and the originator do not really get a grasp on reality and what's actually going on and stop being delusional, you know, because I mean, I didn't expect him to say, yes, we know the Wii, yes, we know our console sucks, it's not up to par with the PS4 and Xbox One, it's irrelevant. I didn't expect him to say that, but I think when Jeff realized that was it, he was trying to push Reggie to give him more information on games that were coming out, and then Reggie was just like, I mean, Jeff, you're always asking for more info. We just gave you Cranky Con. I was like, really? It's like they have this perception that there is nothing wrong with the Wii U, right? It's just like I don't know. Again, I don't expect him to say yes, the Wii U sucks, but it's like the perception he's giving off of with the Wii U is like, I mean, the Wii U is right there with the PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, we gave you Cranky Kong. What more do you possibly want? It's like, how about things that Nintendo fans have actually been asking for, Reggie? It was hilarious to me, dude. It was hilarious. And my question is, if you've been defending the Wii U since it's been out, you should be pissed off right now, because that was literally a slap in the face to all the people that continue to support this console day in, day out. When you expect a big announcement from Nintendo, the last thing people were thinking was, oh my god, I cannot wait for the Reginator to come on stage and announce Cranky Kong as a playable cat. Really? So that was a slap in the face if you're a Nintendo fan. And in my opinion, if I had a Wii U as my primary gaming console right now, I would be contemplating trading that thing in right now, just because of that. And I know the Wii U has a good game lineup for next year, but people still don't really think there is a legitimate reason to buy a Wii U, and that was their chance to tell people, hey, we got this coming, we got that coming, the Wii U, we're still in this. And it's just like, Cranky Kong, playable character, Donkey Kong and Tropical Freeze, have a good day, and just walks off. I'm like, Nintendo? Anyways, that's all I gotta say about Nintendo. I'm done with Nintendo. It could even be more potent than that, Cranky Kong. Anyways, then Quantum Break was shown for the Xbox One. I really was excited seeing more for that, because we didn't see none of that since E3. They showed a little bit of gameplay. I'm telling you right now, Quantum Break has the potential to be a system seller for the Xbox One. It looks that good. They showed off South Park, the heck is that called? South Park, the Stick of Truth. Who cares? Then they showed off Destiny and The Division. The two games I was really excited of seeing more of, they only showed off like a minute of each, and for Destiny it really wasn't a gameplay, it was like a trailer, and for The Division they just showed off like textures and lighting effects. I was like, Can I see more gameplay? They didn't show gameplay for the two most hype shooters next year. It's like, okay. So I was really disappointed by that. I really wanted to see more Destiny and the Division. Too bad. All we got is Cranky Kong. And then what else? Dying Light. They showed some more of Dying Light, which I'm really excited for that game too. But I wanted to see more. They didn't really show a lot of nighttime gameplay. And when they did show gameplay at nighttime, it was with PewDiePie. PewDiePie. Really? They did a presentation of Dying Light with PewDiePie doing a gameplay commentary over it. I'm not hating on the dude. I don't really watch his vids like that. But really, you're gonna do a presentation of Dying Light with a game commentary from PewDiePie? When that happened, I was like, what's next? What's next? But so I was kind of disappointed by that. Not hating on the guy, but I just thought that was a bad way to show off more gameplay of Dying Light. So but that was real again, I was like dozing in and out because this jump was boring as heck. Freaking Joel McHale, he was like trolling people during this entire event, freaking getting on Jeff about his 8 layers that he had, like 8 shirts. He had like 8 shirts on and kept on reminding Jeff about it, and that was funny. And he kept on cracking jokes and stuff. So he was trying to keep the show entertaining, but it was boring. That show was boring as heck. Then they had some musical. They had performances by the game, Tyler the creator, and some other people, dude. And then it just turned into a BET award show. It was that bad. It was really that bad. Cranky Kong, have a good night. So that says all I have to say about the VGX. They need to go back to the old format of the VGA. So I'm telling you right now, because that was terrible. But saying that, that's really all I have to say. The VGXs was terrible, absolute terrible, absolute trash, boring, almost embarrassing to watch. to be honest with you. Honestly, the highlight of that jump was when freaking they had a gif of Joel from The Last of Us doing the Antonio Banderas. When Joel was like, that was the highlight of the show, when Joel did that freaking thing. That was hilarious. And going to Sony, they didn't show off anything. Nothing by Sony. No Uncharted trailer, no more Infamous gameplay, nothing by Sony, nothing to see for the PS4. It was just an all-around terrible award show. Cranky Kong, have a good night. So, it was bad. It was that bad, but that's my, I guess, a review of the VGX 2013 award show. I have nothing else to say. Nintendo, you are without a shout of a doubt delusional. Delusional, dude. Anyway, saying that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What did you think about the VGX award shows last night? I was highly disappointed in this jump, but now I see why it wasn't on TV. I mean, let's be honest, okay? So, all I have to say is, Cranky Kong, you have a good night.